Well, hello, Karen. Welcome to WG Content's Unscripted. It's so nice to have you.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
Yes, Karen is the digital marketing specialist for Mary Washington Healthcare. And was just at MASHSMD last week, so got to hang out with all of our friends at that conference. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. It was so fun. It's so good to be at such a small
Yes.
conference where it's just, the folks that you're seeing at meetups every month or or just like, neighboring health
Yeah.
systems where there's a little bit more opportunity for collaboration.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Um,
I love those smaller,
yeah.
intimate regional conferences. And I know Reba was on the committee this year for planning, and it sounded like it was a really great event with a lot of great speakers and a really good turnout. So
Yes. It
I
was really
appreciate you
good.
taking some time to go unscripted with me today. A good chance for us to get to know you a little bit better. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's
All
go.
right, here we go. Well, this will be a fun question. So, if you won an all expense paid trip anywhere, where would you go?
So I think I'd like to go to Bali.
Oh, yeah.
Never been to
Me
Bali
too.
before. We tossed around the idea. My sister lived in Hong Kong for a number of years. We thought, well, we'll go to Bali on the way to Hong Kong, and then COVID happened, and she moved back, and we never went. But um, it's a really long trip, so we just haven't done it. But I think I would just love it. I love the beach. I love
Hmm.
water. I love just the peacefulness of being around water, and I just think that would be really
Don't
fun.
you just like picture the postcards where they have like the huts like over the water? Like
Yes,
that's a
yes.
I'm
One of
like
those.
That's
Yes,
Bali, right? Like just a hut over the water and you can like see
exactly.
the
I'm
fish.
there.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
where does your sister live? Is she nearby?
She is in Georgia.
She's in Georgia. Okay. Well,
Yep.
I think
Yep.
trips with your sisters is always a good idea, no matter where you
Yes.
go.
Yes. Well, we're actually going on a trip this summer. So, yeah,
Where are you guys headed?
we are going to, this is with her husband, me, my husband. We're going to London and we're going to do a bunch of little touring around London. And then we're hopping over to Liverpool and we have tickets to the practice round of the Open, which is like
Oh,
the British Open, but the Open.
yes.
And then we're going to Dublin and we're going to do some touring around Dublin. And we have like a private tour over to Cliffs of Moher, like on the other side of the island. And yeah,
Wow.
we're super excited.
Are you guys big golfers?
We are we are all golfers. I would say my brother-in-law is a bigger golfer than we
Okay.
are. My husband and I just haven't like prioritized that lately,
Yeah.
but yeah, we all love to golf.
So that sounds like a big trip. Are you gone for like 2 weeks?
Yes, 2 weeks.
Yeah. That's a great vacation. And you're
Yes.
covering a lot of covering a lot of places and taking 2 weeks off. You're gonna that re-entry back to work's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be really tough. We get home on like a Monday. I think I'm going back to work on Tuesday. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
you're gonna need to like have a buffer between the two
exactly.
things. That's great. Well, that's gonna be great. So if someone followed you around for a day, what would surprise them the most?
So let's see. I think that I'm not the neatest person, and I am pretty clumsy. You
Okay.
would think if you knew me at work, you might think I'm like super organized because all of my work is super organized. I'm very precise. Everything is like all together. Most of the things in my head are all together. But if you looked at my desk, it's covered with post-it notes. If something has to be poured from one container to another, it's my husband's job to do that because I can't be trusted. So I just think that there's like a couple little sides of me. You think I'm one thing, but
Yeah.
if you really walked around behind me, you would see I'm probably
Yeah.
tripping. And yeah, we
Yeah.
were taking a selfie at MASHSMD. We were like on the harbor wall in Baltimore,
Okay.
and I'm closest to the water. And my colleagues are like, "No, you're
Oh,
gonna fall in. You're gonna fall in." I'm not gonna fall in. It's fine. They were convinced, but I did. Just moments later, I tripped across the cobblestones. It was
oh
like the
dear.
longest trip ever. I caught myself, but I tripped
Okay.
like most of the way across the street. I just kept
Yeah.
falling and falling and falling and falling, and then I caught myself. And I'm like, "See, I told you."
Well,
Yeah,
you probably, if you're that clumsy, maybe you've just had a lot of practice. So you know how to like catch
sure,
yourself.
sure, yeah.
There you go, right? See the positive of it. Well, that's a good one. I love that. So what helps you reset when things feel busy or overwhelming?
Um, so I love to listen to audiobooks.
Oh, what are you listening to right now?
I'm listening to the all cast audio version audiobook of the Harry Potter
Oh,
series.
okay.
It's on Audible. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's so, so good. So it's all like, it's like an
It's the
audio
different
play.
voices. I mean,
It
obviously,
is.
okay.
It is. It is. So I'm listening to that, and I'm reading Harry Potter in German, and I'm on the last book in German, and so it's hard because I'm like, well, that happened. No, that didn't happen already. Well, hang on, that no, that didn't happen already. So I'm trying to like keep those straight. But
So
anyway,
why are you reading it in German? Are you fluent? I mean, obviously you must be to
so
read it.
I majored in German.
Okay.
And had the intent of like going into, German business like marketing or something,
Yeah.
and didn't do that. Married a guy in the Marine Corps, and then like that was the end of that. And so I've kind of like used it through the years. But a couple years ago when we went to Europe, I'm like, I'm going to do some Duolingo. I'm going to brush up on this. Started listening to a German podcast, and when I was in college, I remember reading like Agatha Christie books in German, and that was like a good way to just keep up with
Mm-hmm.
it. And so I was like, well, what do I know well that I
Mm-hmm.
could read in German and like just keep up with my language skills?
Mm-hmm.
Like Harry Potter. So the first book was like a little rough going because I was like trying to get back into it. And of course, you're using all these weird words that nobody uses in like real
Right.
English, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the beautiful thing is like in your Kindle app, you can press a word and it will translate it for you.
Okay.
And so sometimes I'll like read the whole sentence, I'll get the context, and I'll try to be like, I think that's what that means, and then I'll check myself. So
Okay.
it takes like a long time. And then, of course, as the books get bigger and bigger and bigger, it takes even
Mm-hmm.
longer. But I'm now on the last book, and I'm very proud of myself, and it's very exciting.
Is this your first time reading them or have you read them all before?
In English, I've read them twice
Yeah.
before,
Okay.
but in German, this is my first time.
And
Yeah.
this is the first time listening to it. So you're doing an audio, you're doing
Yes. And then
also,
I'm doing the
okay.
audio. They're on book number 6. They drop one every month,
And I
and it's
love
on
that
book
you do
number
this
6.
to relax,
Yes.
you
Oh, and
know?
so I'll listen to a book while I'm doing a crossword puzzle.
Okay.
So that like multiple parts of my brain are going at the same time, which is relaxing because then my brain isn't spinning out on something else. You know what I
So like
mean?
when you were in school, are you one of those students that would have like music on while you studied?
Cannot.
See, I
No.
can't do that either. So the fact that you can do a crossword puzzle while listening to this audio is
Yes.
like a
And
function I can't do.
I don't know why that is. What I think it may be, just talking to you right now, is that if I'm listening to music, there's a temptation to sing along. Right? If it's
Okay.
a song that I know, well, now I'm speaking whatever that is, and now I'm not thinking about the crossword puzzle that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to a book, I'm not singing or speaking along with it because I don't know what's coming next. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah.
But yeah, my son used to listen to music all the time when he was doing homework, and I'm like, I can't.
I could never,
And
my
I
roommates would listen to music and I'm like, I don't know how you guys can do that.
right, and I can listen to the book while I'm doing something like mindless for
Yeah.
my work, and I can listen to music if I'm doing something mindless. But if I have to think, like when you're driving in your car and you're listening to the radio and you get to a really complicated part of your directions, or you get to a parking lot where you have to find a parking spot, do you turn off
Hmm.
your music because you're like,
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
think? Which
Yeah.
it seems ridiculous, but I have to do that.
I
Like
have
turn it
gotten
off because I can't listen anymore.
And as I've gotten older, that's becoming more true for me. Like
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
go into a parking lot and I don't know, I was joking with my sister the other day about like parking lots. Like I don't know what it is about, but they've become very confusing for me. Like as I've gotten on, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know which way to go. Like where is the exit? And then I find myself
yeah.
driving around. I'm like, I never used to be this way. Why am I all of a sudden lost in a parking lot?
Why are
You
they so
know,
hard?
I don't know. It's so hard. Yeah. So turn down that rate. No distractions. I need to find a parking spot. And it's
Yes,
the getting
exactly.
out part that's always hard for me. So, all right. What's a piece of advice that stuck with you?
Never say I told you so.
Oh, good one. Do you know like where and when and what the context of hearing that
I
advice?
don't I don't remember. I suspect it was some sort of like, marriage seminar or something,
Hmm.
in communicating with your spouse, but it applies equally as well for your kids or for your
Sure.
friends or something where um, you don't need me to tell you that I told you this because you're a smart
Yeah.
person and you remember that I told you this.
Yeah.
And if something went terribly wrong,
Yeah.
you're beating yourself up about it. You don't need me to pile on, right?
Right.
And I
Right.
don't, it's not going to accomplish anything for me to say, I was right and you were clearly wrong. Like
Hmm.
that's just, It's just not good.
Yeah. Do you have kids?
I do. Yep. I have two grown boys.
And how old are they and where are they at?
They are 20, almost 28, and just turned 29 the other
Okay.
day. And they live about 25 minutes from me.
Oh, well, that's so great. I'm a
Yep.
boy mom too. So both of them are close. You said within 25. So we both have
Yep.
jobs, they have
Yep. Yeah.
families.
Yeah. They're both gainfully employed. One's an
Good.
engineer, and the other one's a computer scientist. And the engineer is married and has a baby, and he's like the best thing ever. Yeah.
Oh, you're a grandma.
Yep.
That's so great. I love that. I'm looking forward to that next stage. But when you were talking about never say I told you so, I think certainly in parenting as well, that's a
Absolutely.
really important
Absolutely.
lesson.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. I feel like I've just gotten to know you a little better in the last few minutes, but if your closest friends had to describe you in 3 words, what would they say?
I think they would say, let's see, that I'm smart and I'm funny and I'm loud.
Those
And
are all
so,
really good 3 things. Yeah, I
yeah.
love it.
Yeah, like I'm a lot. I'm just extra, right? And my husband sometimes like, he's up. I'm like, I'm me. Like,
Yeah,
you married me. This is who I
yeah,
was when you married me.
yeah,
Let me be me, right?
yeah,
Um, so I do have to, but I also have to recognize that I am a lot, and for some people, it's too much.
yeah.
And at least until they get to know me, right?
Right.
It might be too much to like to take in, and so I have to like
Well, and they probably, I
focus
mean,
it.
if they're your friends, they know and manage that their own way, right? Like,
Yes, exactly. Yep.
so where you live now today, I mean, is your group of friends like a group of friends that you've had for a really long time? Because you know, we all kind of go through like we have our high school friends, our college
Yes.
friends, our adult
Yes.
friends. What,
Yeah.
what
These
is
are
your,
friends from. We live like a mile away from our old neighborhood, and these are
okay,
friends mostly from that old neighborhood.
okay,
And yeah, so I've known them. I mean, most of them I've known them for like 25 years, but we left and we came back because my
okay.
husband was in the Marine Corps, but we kept the house. But then as our kids were in high school, we all started getting closer. So yeah, they're friends that I've known for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. That's great.
Yep.
All right, one more question, then we have a final question. So let's
Okay.
see. What does success mean to you today compared to 10 years ago?
Well, let's think. Okay, so 10 years ago, I was thinking that we were going to be like still in the Marine Corps for the next 10 or 15 years, right? We were going to be moving all around, we're going to be doing all these things. Um, and then my husband retired and we're here. And success to me looks like um, having a solid family and having really
Hmm.
close friends and having a job that I love and having my mother-in-law moved in with us 6 years ago. I'm gonna cry. It was like the best thing we ever did was move her in
Hmm.
because she was, anyway, it's just the best thing we ever did. And so just having that, I never could have seen
Oh,
10 years ago that that's where we're going to be right now. And so I think
yeah.
success to me is having this like this well-rounded life experience
Yeah.
and not just having one thing.
Yeah.
So
And it's like with that perspective of time, right? You know, when you
yeah,
go through all of these different sort of stages and experience different milestones and aging parents and that you cohabitate with them and all those sorts of things and getting to a place in your life where you just feel so pleased with where you are,
yes,
and so
exactly.
happy and so rooted and so grounded. Um, I think that is the most beautiful thing when we arrive in that space and that you can keep feeling that way every day, right? That it's not just a fleeting moment that you feel that way, but that you feel that way all the time.
Yes,
Um,
exactly.
so our final question, and we kind of answered it, but maybe you can add to it, is really what's bringing you joy these days? Sounds like your family and your mother-in-law, but what else would you
Family,
add to
yep.
that? Any dogs in
So
the house?
no, no dogs. I'm allergic to everything. So, but we have a grandson who's 3 months
Yes.
old, and
Okay.
he is just the biggest chunk, and he's so sweet. And we've gotten to see him like every other week or something, and
Yeah.
we're getting to be a part of like our parents were never a part of our kids' lives because we lived like you know 3,000 miles away or something when our kids were
Yeah.
little. And so it's been really, really sweet to be part of watching our kids be parents and then like be able to step into this new role of being
Mm.
grandparents. And it's just,
You
ugh.
said he's 2.5?
He is 3 months old.
Oh, 3 months old. And what's his name?
His name is Elliot.
Elliot. Does he have a nickname?
That's his middle name. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh my gosh. Well, that is a great age and it's so fun to become a I mean, is this your first grandchild?
yes,
Okay. That's great. And so
yeah,
you just said like 25 miles away, so
yep,
nearby and
yeah,
get
yeah.
to
Just
see
like in
them.
Fredericksburg, just real close. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's lovely. And what's your husband doing now that he's retired?
So he just retired from the Marine Corps, but now he works for, um, he's a civilian with the Marine Corps. He's
Okay.
the deputy director of the Marine Corps Junior ROTC program. So
Okay.
junior ROTC that's in like high schools all over the
Yep.
country. He's the
Mm-hmm.
deputy director of that.
Oh,
Yep.
that's
But he
neat.
also he smokes meat and he does woodworking. And so it's great. Whenever we want the kids to come and visit, we just say, Dad is smoking blah 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 on
Okay.
Saturday. Who is coming? And they're all like,
Coming,
I'm
yeah,
there.
that's okay. So what is his specialty to smoke? Like ribs, chicken? Is there one thing that we have
So
a
I would
smoker too?
say, so he just smoked a bunch of stuff for his office on Friday. They decided to have a party so that Sean could smoke them meat, which is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he made pulled pork, but then he made
Okay.
5 racks of ribs, and the ribs went like
They're
hotcakes.
so
And
good. Yeah.
and I will tell you, I never liked ribs until he smoked ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Like ribs are like too saucy. I can't see where the
Mm-hmm.
fat is. All he does is put a rub on them. You don't need sauce. They're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah,
amazing.
they're so good in the smoker. And when they come off the bone like that, instead of like being chewy or
Yes,
gristly, it's like they're really good in the smoker. I agree.
exactly. But he also smokes cheese and
Cheese.
anyway, cheese.
Right. All
Amazing. So
right.
he smokes cheese like during the winter, so we have it during the summer. It's so
I'm gonna have to like Google that. That sounds very interesting.
good.
Well, it has been a pleasure spending some time with you and getting to know you better. And I look forward and hope to see you soon and meet you in person. We've probably
Yeah,
met in person at conferences
could
before, but are you
be.
planning on heading to any, like of the national ones this year?
Not that we've now that we've done the regional one,
Yeah.
we're not going to do our national one this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck with all of the hats that you wear at work and all of the big initiatives you have going on. And I know you're doing such big things over there. So appreciate you taking some time with me.
Thank you. This was super fun. Thanks for having
Yeah.
me.
Thanks, Karen.
Bye.